I'm saying it right. I don't
No,
know.
no, I'm with you. I'm with you. So,
Okay.
so yeah, I don't look for patterns. Okay, and I said this in the last video. The patterns just show up. The thing that you guys got to get familiar with is just looking at what the patterns are. So, Forex chart patterns. Okay, and there's one that my son actually has on this one right here. Yeah, I popped it in the chat so you guys can pull it up for yourself. But this is what it looks like. All right. And let's see if I can zoom it in a little bit. All right, boom. Right. This all you got to do is get familiar with these. Look, it's and again, there's a whole lot of patterns, but to be honest with you guys, these patterns they only develop from support and resistance and trend lines. All of these patterns come from support and resistance and trend lines. Look, this is nothing but a downtrend line and an uptrend line meeting between price, and they call it a symmetrical triangle, right? This is nothing but a horizontal line meeting a uptrend line, and they call it an ascending triangle, right? This is nothing but a horizontal line that price has also had a support area here and a support area here, right? So horizontal resistance, horizontal support. It just happened to break out and then retest. So all of this, yeah, it's a head and shoulders is what they call it because you got a left shoulder, you got the head, and you got a right shoulder. Whoever came up with that, I don't know, but that's a good way to help people identify it. You know what I'm saying? You could call this anything. You could call this a mountaintop. You can call this who knows what you can call it, right? You know what I'm saying? But regardless, they all are formulated from just understanding support or resistance because even though this is a cup and handle pattern, it's not really the play. What they're telling you is right here is where what's supposed to happen, right? The ones that you see with the dotted lines is telling you what's supposed to happen. The solid line is the candles that made the pattern, right? But the dotted stuff is what is supposed to happen when you see these patterns. But guess what? This is nothing but a break of resistance. 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 So again, yes, patterns are good when you can spot them, right? When you can see them and you know that this is the kind of pattern that it is like, because again, it's never this black and white. It like, this is perfect. This is a perfect head and shoulders. This is a perfect head and shoulders. This is a perfect cup and handle. A lot of times you won't see it like this. I'm sorry, you just won't. Like this stuff doesn't come out all nice and pretty in real life on the charts. It comes out sideways. It comes out very smaller. Like sometimes the head is way bigger. And like, you ever seen a person who had like shoulders like this, or something like that? Like this stuff happens on the chart. You know what I'm saying? Like it has off things. It's still a head and shoulders, but you got to know how to identify it. And again, I just don't necessarily look for the patterns. I can spot them for sure, right? I can see them plain as day, but I'm not looking for them. I just mark my support and resistance, mark my trend lines, and they just show up. I think it was the last video that I did, or the one right before that. I went over that. Like it was a live training, and we were just looking for actually the last live training. So last Wednesday, we were looking for we're going through the pairs trying to see if we could find a trade. And on each pair that I went to, there was a pattern. We had a double top, we had a double bottom, we had all kind of patterns that are head and shoulders. They just showed up, right? And I wasn't looking for them. I had just marked up the chart, and then boom, they popped out. All right, so don't worry about looking for them. Okay, just trust me. They're just gonna show up. Right here. This is the dollar cat. I'm on a weekly time frame. I'm gonna just put a quick horizontal line right here. And the reason why is because I can see price was above this line the whole time. So that line was acting as support. And then boom, we got the break. And now candles are all below that line. Same line, right? But playing different roles. Up here is playing the mommy. Down here is playing daddy, right? Up here was acting as support. Down here is acting as resistance. Guess what? I got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, right? I got 3 touches. That qualifies it as a valid support or resistance area. But even more so, right? Okay. Even more so is that I have a 1, 2, 3. I have a triple I have a triple top. I didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have to go and look for it. You feel me? I just put my resistance line right there and it gave it to me. You understand what I'm saying? So Again, all of these are showing you that it's having a hard time breaking. Look, from the moment it came down, it could not come back up here again. So this is telling you, again, this is simple stuff, people, where you read this and you say, man, price is having a hard time going up. So your bias should be more toward selling than buying. It just logical, putting logic together. Nothing complicated. We not studying the stars. We not dissecting frogs and coming up with a new vaccine. We not doing that stuff. All right. We saying, hey, what's the probability of ABC XYZ happening? ABC XYZ is by, price going up or price going down, buy or sell, right? That's all we really doing. So here, by the time it gets here again, if it brings enough bears to come in, I will absolutely short it. Right? Granted, it may come down to right here, in this little area, because that's where it's been at. But what if it doesn't? Right? If it doesn't, well, guess what? I just put myself in a good position to catch the what if it doesn't. Right? This is, I mean, people, y'all know, y'all been seeing it. If y'all been rocking in the group, y'all been seeing that. Y'all been seeing a lot of blue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like there's something to this, right? I think this man is on to something. I just need to learn a little bit more. I need to figure this out so I can do this on my own and I can teach my people, and then we can get rocking and rolling. All right, because people, I'm gonna get to it. All right, I'm not playing around with this. I've seen that it could get me out the matrix, and it's a wrap. It's been a wrap ever since.